Okay, Tim Horton, where everybody meets. Gossip, bullshit, hey, look, there's no politician here. We're still waiting. Behind the wheel of the car. Boy, this is new. No, I drove from Bathurst last week, so no problem. Okay, here we go. Oh, wheelchair in the back. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing shitty today.
What's your name?
Justice Wolf.
That's quite a name.
Yes, it is.
Can you explain that name if somebody hears it? Justice Wolf. It's like calling me the blogger.
When I was a kid, me and my parents got into squabbles and I got kicked out or left. And after that, I changed my name and pretty much regret it now. But that's besides the point.
So kicked out, different name. You must have what that word is. Attitude.
Yo, yes, I do.
You must have,
Stubborn.
Stubborn. Oh,
Yeah.
Are you Scottish?
Nope.
No. Okay, me. That's my problem. I'm half Scottish, so I have I don't have an attitude, of course not. The cops just love me, and the government loves me. Okay, never mind me. Now you asked me to meet you at Tim Horton. Then we have in the back. What's that? Wheelchair?
Yeah, it's my fold-up wheelchair.
How old are you?
37.
37. What is a man 37 years old doing in a wheelchair?
Well, as far as I can tell, it's from my H1N1 shot.
What's that?
That's a shot that the government basically forced me to get.
Force you to get. What's that?
They told me that if I did not come in and get my 3 shots, MMR, Hep B, and my influenza.
What would you get those shots for?
Just basic Hold on.
No, but what I'm saying is, okay, like there's some people, some kids, they gotta need a shot for a vaccine for polio or whatever.
Yeah, this is a swine flu shot.
Swine flu?
Yeah.
Okay, so
we aren't supposed to be, as Canadians, allowed or made to get it, but they made me get it because they told me that I would not be paid. I'd be taken off payroll.
Payroll from what?
Horizon Health.
All right. Oh, you work at Horizon Health.
Yes.
What were you doing there?
Housekeeper.
Housekeeper.
And I was working about 100 hours every 2 weeks.
So that's cleaning rooms in the hospital?
Yep.
That's what you were doing?
Yep.
So how long you worked there for?
About a year.
1 year. So you worked there, and then were you feeling ill?
Yeah, on December 5th is when I got the shots. December 15th is when my calves started hurting, pins and needles in my feet. And I just thought it was me working too much, and I went out and got a new pair of sneakers, got new insoles, like the Dr. Scholl's gel.
Yeah.
And it continued to hurt, and I just could not get rid of the pain. And then it started up my legs, and by March I couldn't even go out for my birthday. May 28th and 9th I was in the hospital because I couldn't walk barely.
So how come you can't walk?
There's no diagnosis.
There's no diagnosis?
No, but yet I was put in the hospital. I thought I was diagnosed with Guillain-Barré syndrome.
What's that?
That's an autoimmune disease. It affects your nerves in your body. Mm-hmm. It's a sheathing that goes around them that is basically taken away.
You look shaky. You shaky too?
Yeah, I'm in a lot of pain.
What do you take? You take painkillers?
No, not a thing.
So you're not a drug addict yet on the street?
Nope.
For painkillers?
Nope.
No, not yet. I know a lot of people that's been hooked on these painkillers.
Yeah.
So if people ask you what's your problem, what's the definition? You don't know?
Well, when I was diagnosed, I thought I was diagnosed back in May with GBS. I had
What's that?
Guillain-Barré syndrome.
What's that?
It's where the sheathing in your nerves in your body are all basically just
connected?
No, they're just the sheathing on them. The immune system attacks it, and the sheathing's pretty much gone and exposes your nerve.
Okay.
I had 5 doses of IVIG, and that's immunoglobulin. And when I went in the hospital, I went in the wheelchair. After the treatment, walked out, went back to work within 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh, good.
But then in August, I was back off with the same thing. And I went into my doctor and asked her if if I could repeat it, and she said, "Well, you've never been diagnosed with it." And I said, "Okay." I thought I was, because I had treatment for it. I was going to physio for it. So how
come they don't want to give you a diagnosis?
I'm guessing it'd be because of workman's comp. They'd have to pay it.
So you think workers' compensation is behind this?
Well, it's something. Someone is.
So that means if you go on workers' comp, you'll be there for the rest of your life, and then the workers' compensation know that, so they don't want you to be diagnosed, because you'll be a burden on their system.
That's, yep.
I mean, I already heard these stories. It's so Work Safe is called, right? I think that's what it's called, Work Safe, New Brunswick, not workers' compensation anymore. So, what do you do?
Well, I've ridden all right from the start, December 5th, and I just stopped here on August 30th, 29th, of writing down all my symptoms, and I have the times I went to bed, what my pain was at, how I was feeling during that day.
You got everything all there, like a diary, so what's the problem? How come you can't get a doctor?
Well, the neurologist said that there's nothing neurology wrong with me.
Nothing neurology wrong with you. Okay. But there is something wrong with you if you got you're not playing the game.
No, I used to play hockey.
Used to play hockey
at a church in Oromocto, and I played in the Moncton challenge that they have. And now I can't even get off the couch for more than 10 minutes without falling.
Yeah, I know. You never even got out the car to meet me. I had to come to the car. So, what do you think this video is going to accomplish? What do you want?
Well, I'd like to make people aware of what the side effects are if you don't get a diagnosis. As well, I need a doctor to take a look at
a doctor. My God,
what's wrong with me and
what's wrong with you? Maybe a neurologist. So he didn't say nothing wrong with your head. So I'd be sarcastic here. So then you turn around. You want a doctor to find out what's wrong with you.
Yeah.
And you're not playing no games.
No.
This is no game. This is no fraud. You need a doctor to diagnose you.
Yeah, I don't care where he's from or...
What does your union think about all this? Were you in a union? And
yeah, there's no diagnosis, no one can do anything.
But you belong to a union?
Yep.
So what are they saying?
They're saying pretty much the same thing.
Same thing?
Yeah.
So, bottom line, you need a doctor, or 2 doctors, or 3 doctors, a panel to find out if you're bullshitting or if this is true.
Yeah. And right now I'm being sent to a psychiatrist.
Psychiatrist? You don't need a psychiatrist.
Who sent me to see the psychologist.
You don't need that. You need...
who sent me back to the psychiatrist.
What's with these neurologists, psychologists, and psychiatrists? What are they supposed to do?
Well, they think it's in my head now.
It's in your head?
Yeah.
Come outside, I'll give you a good boot up the arse and find out if you can swing back or what.
Yeah.
Anyone that's called themselves Justice Wolf should get out. So no, there's not a laughing matter. Anybody want to contact you? What's your email?
xjusticewolfx@gmail.com.
You want to give your phone number or private?
No, I'd...
Email?
Yeah.
Say it again?
xjusticewolfx@gmail.com.
Stay tuned.